Air, that air. You see the
Hey Kings, welcome back to Acquainted by Aaron. My name is Aaron and my mission on this channel is to help men become fully acquainted with who we really are. While that sounds like a mouthful, my intentions with the videos that I put up on this channel is to help men empower themselves in terms of knowledge, in terms of identity, and fully understanding who you really are. Welcome back and thank you so much for joining me for this week's video. If you followed me on my journey over the last couple of weeks, one aspect of this channel that I'm looking to build is to document little milestones in Kayla's life. And in this week's video, I'm very excited to bring you along on the journey of Kayla visiting the dentist for the very first time in her life. At the same time, my intention is also to give you some value, so I want to just quickly share a bit about my experience of becoming a first-time father and what that means to me as a man. Well, I was thinking and reflecting back over the last 7 months of being a father. I think there were 3 main things that really stood out to me about how being a father really affects the way that you think as a man. I think the first thing that I want to touch on is how important love is. For lack of better word, we have grown up in a generation and in a space where female empowerment is a really presidential topic that many people, many influencers, many voices are speaking about. Whilst I don't take away or discount the importance of female empowerment, I realize there is a whole conversation around masculine or empowerment around men that is really silent. I think today more than ever, the statistics show that men suffer from mental illness just as much as females, or even in many scenarios a lot more. So conjuring this thought and bringing it back to my topic today about how being a father has changed me as a man is, as I notice Kayla grow up as a little child, as a little baby, it reminds me again how important love is. As men, we tend to put a very masculine, tough front when we head into anything that we do in life. Be it work, be it our passions, be it being a father, being a husband. And whilst I do not discount or discredit the importance of a masculine frame, I realize that how important it is for men to really take care of yourself, to apply a certain aspect of self-love to who you really are, and to find and carve out some time in the day to really understand and identify that as a man, you're first a human being. There is a certain aspect of every human being that requires love. In Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you realize that love and the feeling of being belonged is part of the 5 hierarchy of needs that all of us have as human beings. But as men, we very often discredit this portion of our masculinity, the fact that we need to be loved as well, and we take that whole part of our life and we jumble it up into some messed up masculinity, and we go around our entire life being angry, thinking that the fact that if we are angry or we're annoyed or we're rude or we're hurt to people gives us a sense of power. But men out there, find a way in life where you can really take some time out and put some energy into loving yourself. The truth is, only when you function out of a space of love, you have some form of capacity to truly love the things that you are involved in life. Every area of life that you see thrive today has a certain element or aspect of love involved into it. But there are certain areas in your life where you just feel like it's a real struggle, like it's very difficult to get things moving. And what you would realize is in those areas, love is a completely detached factor. So if there's one thing that I've learned being a father over the last 7 months, is even as a man, to me, I don't know if you subscribe to any forms of religion, but to me, I believe in a God that had created me. I believe in a God that had purposed me, and I believe in a God that actually loves me. So love is sort of an overflow of the expression that I have for my kid, the expression that I have for my wife, for my family, for my work, for my purpose, for the things that I do. I think it's extremely important that men out there, you take some time out to start loving yourself. The second thing I've learned about myself as a man, being a father over the last 7 months, is the importance of intention. I believe intention is a value that really plays a major role as a lot of us are transitioning from kids into becoming adults. I think a lot of times, even in our 20s, whilst we are in university or we're just starting out our careers, a lot of things just happen to fall into place. Let's just take being a friend for instance. When you're in university, proximity really helps with you meeting up with your friends. But as you transition into an adult, you start building your career, there's a huge portion of your day that is taken up at work. There's another portion of your day that's taken up at family, and with the little bits of energy that you have left, friendship has to live and find a space to be managed within those parameters. As an adult, as a man, what I realized is the importance of intention, be it with your family, be it at work, be it at your career, be it at your craft, be it even with your child. Intention is extremely important because that's where present effort is put into. Just to share a quick example with you, I think it was my 3rd or 4th week where I started fetching Kayla back from school, and to me it all just happened to fall into a sequence. I drive out, I skip my lunch hour, I drive out, I pick her up, I drive back from work, I put her into her crate, I prepare milk, I on the aircon, I put her back for a nap, and I go off to continue my work. And then Mandy comes back and takes care of her the rest of the evening. What I realized is that there was no intention in the middle to express any form of love for Kayla. At the back of my mind or in my subconscious, I was taking care of her, and that meant that I loved her and I was expressing my love to her. But what happened over the course of the next few days is she started becoming detached from me. And I think babies are so innocent in a way where if you're not like really into them or you don't really care about them, they really feel it and they start closing up. And I realized Kayla started closing up away from me. She didn't really want to have much to do with me, and I had to switch my entire mindset to really be intentional that even when I carry her, and if whilst I go through my sequence of the day, it's just really assuring her that daddy loves her, really telling her that hey, I hope you had a good day at school, and really talking to her. This brings me back to my main point, the power of intention. Even be it at your work or your craft. A lot of times that you say that, okay, I'm really working, but are you? A lot of times you are so distracted with social media, or you're distracted with different articles that you're reading, that the 30 minutes that you so-called put into work was actually completely distracted. So that was the second thing that I learned whilst being a father. The thing I learned while being a father is that life isn't all that bad. A lot of times you read in the news, there's news of wars. If you look at the political scene, there's always challenges. You look at the economical scene, there's always turbulences that's happening everywhere. But I realized that as men, as leaders and head of the family, you have a lot more power than you think, and that power actually starts in the mind. I believe that we create our reality, and the way that you frame your world is how you see different instances or situations creep up in your day. So one thing I realized is that really it's so important to have a positive outlook in life, and really practicing gratitude helps you see that you actually have a lot more than what you think you do. You realize that life is a lot more beautiful than it is. For instance, over the last 7 days in KL and Malaysia, there has been heavy rains that were happening every day. And once I was driving to work and to drop Kayla off, it was just very bluey, and it was the entire weather was very moody. But one day this week the sun was up, and I just realized, hey, how beautiful is the sunlight actually. So often we take all these things for granted because we're so caught up in the big things in life. So I hope that these 3 different points not only brings you awareness of who you are as a man and what really is important to you as a man, but at the same time this reminds you that you are doing amazing. It might not all look great and rosy for you right now, but deep inside, if you look for things to be grateful about, you will find a ton. I hope this gave you some value. I'm just gonna cut into the video of Kayla really visiting the dentist right now. Let's hop right into the vlog. Here, Kayla. Here, Kayla. Over here, baby. Here, baby. Here, baby. Here, baby. Here, baby. Ayo, isang.
Why she cannot such a slow song? Hi.
Hello.
Baby. Hi, fairy godmother. Hi, fairy godmother. Yeah, sit. You sit it today.
Hey Kayla, it's Daddy here. I'm just adding this into your playlist so that when you're older you'll be able to watch this video. I want you to know, Kayla, that you are so incredible. You've only been like with us for the last 7 months, but you are basically our world right now. I love you so much. I'm trying my best to be the best father that I can be for you, and maybe there will be times that I have my own shortcomings. I just want you to know that I really love you, and you know, you're just the best such a joy to bring you to your first dentist visit over last weekend, and also Dr. Xiaoying, who is your godmother. She really loves you. She really loves you as well, but she's very rough with you. But that's just how she shows her love. I just hope that you are happy where you are right now. I'm not too sure how old you will be when you're watching these videos. I don't know how digitalized the world might have been, but I'm pretty sure YouTube would still be around. So I just want you to know that Daddy loves you, Mommy loves you, we all truly love you, and we hope that once you have your teeth, you already have your dentist that will always be taking care of you, and you have these little instances that you can look back and say, oh my gosh, that's me at the dentist when I was a baby. So I hope you enjoy this little video, Kayla.